Hi, friends. Today we are going to draw a mermaid. That's right, a cute little mermaid. So let's start right here in the middle with our head shape, and that's going to be the shape of a U, like that. And let's draw our eyes next. And remember, our eyes are a upside down U. We'll start right here on this side of the face, and you close it with a straight line. We're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. Upside down U, close it with a straight line. And then for our eyes, parentheses. Draw your parentheses on the inside for your eyes. And you can also create your highlights in your eyes like so. And then we're going to fill in our eyes. And there we go. There are the eyes. Let's add some lashes. Let's add 4 lashes. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Come right across. 1, 2, 3, and 4. She's a special mermaid, so she gets 4 lashes instead of the normal 3. Let's give her eyebrows, curved lines over the eye, and let's give her a nose. Right about here. Let's do a smaller curve going up, like so. And her smile, her beautiful smile. A large curve, and give her cheek lines, her smile lines, like that. And next, let's create a beautiful fro, a beautiful afro for our mermaid. Let's start here with our cloud lines. Remember those pretty fluffy lines that we draw for our clouds, or wavy. You can do fluffy or wavy. And we're just going to bring them around her head. And you can create her hair as large as you'd like, whatever shape you'd like. You can go all around the whole page if you'd like. Or you can follow along with me as I do her hair. And so I'm just going to add some more lines here. And this is her beautiful natural hair. Her beautiful natural afro. It's beautiful. And we can make it a little bit bigger. Let's see, maybe let's add a few lines here for detail. And then I'm going to add a little bit more right about here, just to make it fuller. And there we go. We have her hair and her beautiful face. And let's add some barrettes here. Let's add starfish barrette. You'll create a leg here, 1, out to the side, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Starfish have 5 legs. So you'll just make sure you create 5 legs for your starfish barrettes. And they'll look like so, in the shape of a star. And then here's just an example of how to draw the starfish. So just think of a star, and you'll draw that out like this. So with the star, it always has 5 points or 5 legs. And so again, to draw that, you can draw it with a soft curved end, or they can have points. So there's different ways you can draw your starfish, and just make sure it has 5 points or 5 legs. Next, let's give her neck. So we'll draw a line here and here for her neck. And what we'll do, let's go ahead and bring out this line here for her shoulders. And then we can start drawing her body. So we'll bring out the other side like so. And we'll bring that down. There's her shoulders. So we'll draw a line right about here where her arms would go. Just a short line here and a short line on the other side. Then from that point, From this point, we're going to bring a line in, curve down, same on the other side. And that is the top of her top. And right here, we'll draw a line like so. And then we'll bring another line down here, down on the side, and just bring it down some more to start drawing the rest of her body. So the line we just drew, that's the line for the bottom of her top, and it's also the line that starts where her tail will go, tail. So we'll bring these lines, bring the sides down, and as you get down to the bottom, it'll get smaller, or the lines will come closer together, like so. And at the bottom here, we're going to bring that out some. We're actually going to draw a line. Next, we'll draw the fluke that's at the bottom of her tail. We'll start. You can pick any side to start on, and I'm just going to bring this line up. And we'll curve that line. And then on the other side, we're just gonna bring this line up to a point, and then we'll curve it in and then curve it out to meet the other side, like so. And that creates her tail. And so there's different ways you can in or the bottom of the tail. Now let me show you some examples. You can either do it the way that I just did, or you can even do it like this. So the bottom can look like this. It could be shorter, that connect like so. Or you can draw it like this. This is the body, that's the tail, like that, if that's easier. Whichever way is easier. And just think of it almost like a leaf. If you want, you can, at the bottom of the tail, you can bring it out and back in, just like you draw the leaf of a plant, which we've done in a previous video. So, or you can make parentheses, and parenthesis, and just have them touch. So there's different ways that you can do it that can be easier for you. And now let's draw the arms. So she's floating because she is a mermaid. So we're bringing this line down some. And right here at this point, we're going to bring this line in. And now as you draw your arms, if you're using a pen or a marker, it's okay if you make mistakes. You can just go back over to where you want it, or how you want it to look. So then we'll bring that where the elbow would go, we'll bring that out. And remember, your wrists are small. So you bring those lines to a smaller point as they get closer together. So then you can draw your hand. And we're drawing her hand. So we're drawing her thumb on this side, and then just another little, it'll be kind of shaped like this. Sometimes you can use your own hand to draw the shape of a hand that you're trying to draw. Sometimes that's easier. So I'm actually drawing where her thumb is, and then just this portion of the hand. So it looks like that. So really you're only seeing, it looks like 2 fingers. But we're going to draw that here, like so. And we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And as I always say, there are no mistakes in art. You can always cover it up or go back over something or fix it however you like. So just like here, I want to make her arm just a little bit slimmer, but I have to go back over it with my marker, which is perfectly fine. And so right here, I'm trying to meet where the elbow is on the other side, and I'm trying to duplicate exactly how it looks on the other side. Sometimes that doesn't work out, and you have to remember, sometimes one side will not look exactly like the other side. So here I'm just doing exactly what we did we just did with the hand and the arms. And so there's that finger, and then there's the thumb. And I'm just going to go over this arm just a little bit more to get it to where how I want it to look in the final picture. So anytime you have an area on a drawing that, again, if just like how I'm doing here, I'm just going back over the arms just to go over the areas that I want to just change a little bit. And remember, like I said before, there are no mistakes in art. If you want to go back over something, just like how I'm doing here, it almost makes it look like she has a shadow. So I'm just filling in the areas that I want to fix or change. And so let's go ahead and add the background. Let's add a background to our mermaid. So we're going to do just a swiggly line, almost like she's towards the bottom of the sea. And so there's the bottom or the ground of the sea or the ocean. And let's add a little rock here. I'm gonna add like a rock there. And some of the rocks in the ocean have their sea life. Let's add some sea life. And so we're just gonna add some leaves here coming out of the rock. And that's how you do that, is just create some swiggly lines that meet at a point at the top, and then they connect at the bottom at the rock, like so. And let's add some more sea life, and let's add some fish. And so fish, how you'll draw that, again, my parentheses method comes in handy for a lot of things. So basically 2 parentheses that meet, or 2 curves that meet, and then you draw a little triangle at the back for the tail. And then you can add an eye, you can add a little smile, you can add little fins on each side, like so, and a little smile there. And I'm going to draw a school of fish. So that's usually 2 or 3 more fish is a school of fish, or a group of fish is a school of fish. So I'm just going to add 2 or 3 more, and I'll make them a little smaller than the first one. And we'll add some little bubbles following the fish, air bubbles. What else can we add to the background? Right here, let's add a coral reef. A coral reef, it's just, you can just swiggle your lines. It almost looks like a tree, and with little branches that branch off, but it's a coral reef in the ocean, and it does not have to be perfect. It's literally just whatever you want to create. And then here, let's add a starfish. It's a little bit larger than the starfish barrettes that are in the hair, and just 1 starfish right there. You can add little details to it, like so. And so next, we're going to add some details, which will be the scales to her tail. So let me show you how to do that. So for example, you can do that like this. You can draw the scales like this. Is basically just curves connecting straight across, like so. Just curves connecting from one curve to the next. And here's another way that you can do it, or you can just do little dots or small lines. It doesn't have to be as detailed as the other one I just showed you. So there's different ways you can do it. So I'm going to go with the first example, and I'm going to do curves all the way from one side to the next. And this is creating the scales on her tail, all the way across. I'm just going to add some little air bubbles here. And remember, as always, be creative, make this your own, add your own details. And that's why I showed you options on how to do the fin or the tail, so you can create it exactly how you like to and what's easiest and best for you. Art is not perfect. It's all about what you make of it, your creativity, and it's your masterpiece. So have fun, be creative, and please like this video if you liked it. Share it with a friend who loved to draw it, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And until next time, friends.